waiting for the others. Why can't I record? While waiting for the others, register MongoDB first. So go here and then try for free. Okay, and then they will ask you to, I think, sign in. You go sign in. Sorry, you go sign in. After you go sign in, you go register. Right, after you go sign in, I think you don't have an account, register with an account. Okay, so that's for this one. Once you register, download MongoDB. Download MongoDB. This one, right? I think this one. I think it's community. This one, change it to your Nila, right? Change it to Windows, and then download it. Reinstall, right? Download after that, install as well. I'm not sure. I don't think I have it, but I will download.
Sir.
Yes.
Preferred language ambil JavaScript je kan?
Free JavaScript. Ambil JavaScript. Oh, yang ini boleh ni je. Macam ni pun boleh. Alright, default pun boleh.
Oh, terus open project tu? Yang kita ambil tu lah kan?
Betul. Teruskan je.
So, kalau saya tersilap choose PHP dekat community sign in tu,
Kalau it's okay.
It's okay ya?
No effect.
Okay sir.
Okay, so once you are done,
Create cluster terus saya.
once you are done, okay, you sign in kan? You sign in, log in with Google, create a new cluster. Alright, create a new cluster. Go to set. Kalau you go to set, kena bayar ke? Itu kena bayar. Select AWS. Ambil yang free, right? Maybe Singapore lah, right? Take Singapore because it's paling dekat. Cluster tier change to M0. Alright. Cluster tier change to M0. You punya M0 kan?
M0 sandbox.
M0 sandbox. And then make sure that this is 0. Alright, make sure that this is 0 and then press create cluster. Alright, kalau dia kena main, dia kena bayar lah. Mine is not 0 because I already have a server. Right, I already have a server. Right? But I already have this. I can delete it lah. Right, to do it with you guys. I can delete it to do it with you guys as well. Apa pun, right? This is my class. Alright, so build a database. Alright, we select shed. Alright, because we want to learn the free one lah. Right, select shed. I select Singapore because it's nearby, so it might be faster. M0 sandbox, mongodb cluster 0, create cluster. Your cluster is being created. It takes 1 to 3 minutes to provision. So we are creating a MongoDB server. You have done the basic of Express.js yesterday. You have already done Node.js. Now we are doing M part, which is MongoDB, right? The database part. We are doing it now. So later you're going to play around with database lah, right? You want to play around with database. You have your own database, and then we're going to see the basics, the basic queries in the database.
So yang community server tu memang dia punya kompas je kan?
Actually you will have some ada macam bin. I need the bin. Ada folder bin I need that folder. Okay, so bila ni refresh. Your cluster is being created. Kita tunggu kejap. Alright, your cluster is being created. Kita tunggu kejap. I will show you how once it's created, how it looks like. Alright, it look like this. Alright, it look like this. I will have like ni the word upgrade. I will have 100% connection, data size. Alright, this means my database has been created. Okay, so once we have done that, you're going to select connect. Right, you're going to select connect like this. You're going to select connect with the MongoDB shell. Right, connect with the MongoDB shell. Okay. Sorry, I think yeah, I think you have this page, right? I think you have this page. So if you have this page, you're going to do allow access to everywhere. All right, so I'm showing what Raj want to ask me. All right, you put here allow access from everywhere. You select that. And then for this one, username you put API-user, all right, API-user. And then password you do ABCD1234. Alright, just everyone do the same. Jangan buat lain because later if you have problem I can help you. Alright, if you put your Maybank to your password there, then I cannot help you. Alright, you can ask how to change and everything. Alright, just everyone put the same thing. Right, it will not affect, but because later if you have any problem I can help you. Alright, so you select over here allow access from everywhere. Username API-user, we standardize everything, and then password ABC124. So knowing that, all right, in the future, if you want to change the password.
So can I share screen? Oh, sorry.
Kalau my computer cakap you can't connect yet, set up your firewall access and user security permission.
Jap. You dah lepas page ni ke belum? Oh no, ni lah, you kena pilih lah. Allow access from anywhere. Kan?
Dah tekan dah. Benda tu.
And then you buat AP apa? And then you buat dekat sini you buat dekat sini API user ni, API dash user abcd1234, you kena select straight database user.
Sebelum tu dia ada keluar lagi satu. Dia punya ni add a connection IP address, lepas tu ditanya IP address 0000/0 macam tu.
Yalah, allow you select allow access from anywhere, right?
Sekejap Azhar, share screen
Okay. Alright, let's see.
Okay. Dia
So
keluar macam
allow
ni.
correct, add IP address. Once you select allow address, then you add IP address. Okay, and then that one you select create database user. Okay. Okay. Then you do, choose a connection method. Then you do connect with the MongoDB shell. Okay. You do. I have the MongoDB shell already. Okay.
So close Azhar.
Belum lagi, jangan.
Oh, okay.
Lah, you jadi demo lah, right? Because you
Oh,
want, right? You just stay there. So once you have that, you go to File Explorer. You go to C. You go to Program Files.
Ini atas Azhar.
Atas, I'm not sure. Tapi buat dulu atas. Look for MongoDB, ada tak? There is no MongoDB, right? So it's on another folder. MongoDB. Have you finished the installation? Installation MongoDB ni dah habis dah?
Dia tengah
you have to finish. You have to finish it first.
Dia dalam server kan sir?
Apa?
Dia MongoDB server lepas tu 5.0.
MongoDB server 5.0 kan? Yang ni lah kan? Dah habis ke belum install? Is it installing, is it?
Dah. Saya dah.
Okay dah, tak apa, kita tunggu ni lah. Lalang actually might as well kan, because nanti apa Raj pun kena tunggu and everything, like might as well wait for him. And then, Raj ni.
Sorry sir, sekejap Dia macam tak gerak langsung sir.
Tak apa, tunggu je. It might take a few minutes. Lambat je Raj. Kalau lambat nanti you kena cancel lah. Buat balik.
Cancel lah, sir.
Walid, you show lah. You show lah. Then you help me show. Walid. Alright, let's see. No, I asked them to show because PC kan nanti you all pening kepala if I share my PC, my Mac. Kita tengok tengok cara Walid buat. Okay, so you go to program file. Go to your file explorer. So everyone follow. And then where is it? This is inside program file kan? Program file. Inside program file you have mongodb. Dalam mongodb you have server. Dalam server you will have 5.0. Dalam 5.0 you will have bin. Alright, and then you open CMD from this folder. Alright, open CMD from this server, from this folder, and then you go back belakang. Alright, you go back belakang tu on the browser. Okay, you tukar Mongo SH to mongodb. Mongo SH to mongodb. Ada tak 4.4? Cuba buat 4.4.
Ada paling oldest
Cuba
3.4.
4.4, the 4.4 thing.
4.4.
Alright. So you copy this one. Change the Mongo SH to Mongo like this. Copy this one. Okay. And then paste it over there. Paste it on your ni. And then your press enter. I can't remember what press enter. Alright, masukkan password tadi ABCD 1 2 3 4. And then press enter.
Okay.
Dia takkan keluar tau. It will never comes out. When you type ABCD 1 2 3 4, it will never come out.
Macam tu.
Alright. Tak boleh. One more time. Buat balik mongodb. Tekan atas. Enter. ABCD 1 2 3 4. Press enter. Alright. Once you have the word primary, it means you are connected to your database. Alright, you have to see the word primary there. It means that you are connected to your database. Okay, boleh? Everyone got it? The only trick, alright, the only trick is you have to open CMD from program files. Alright, let me write. If I'm not mistaken, you have to go to this folder, C program files. I mean, I took back my screen and I can type the thing. You have to go to C program files. And then mongodb, and then you have server, I think, kan? Apa 5.0 after that? Something like that lah. And then you have bin. Alright, once you have bin, then you CMD from this folder. Alright. Once you do CMD from this folder, change the command to 4.4. And then copy the command, and then enter your password. Bila you enter your password, the password will not be shown in the alright, it will not going to be shown in the console. So you just enter sahaja. For me like this lah. For me like this. CD, I go here, press enter. And then I go back. Same thing lah, right? I think same thing as well. Connect with Mongo Shell. I select 4.4. I do copy and then enter. ABCD 1 2 3 4. Enter. Right? Until you see the word primary. Okay, tak apa, restart je. Okay, while waiting for ni, kita tunggu kejap. Alright, some of you might trying again. Kita boleh tengok So it's the second part. Ada latihan ni lah. Why I forget to ask you to do this Tak apa, nantilah kita buat.
Cikgu,
Yeah.
question.
Yes.
Yang kita buat bin tu sebab kita nak hubungkan MongoDB dengan komputer ke macam mana?
Sebab kita nak hubungkan MongoDB dengan komputer kita.
So kita dapat komen daripada CLI lah.
Kita akan nak buat dalam CLI lah ni. Lepas ni.
Oh.
Kita dapat ni command MongoDB dalam CLI.
Alright sir.
Okay. Saya tak bagi. Did I share the slide or ni? This one. Lecture 2 is it lecture 2 or ni? Let me see. I think it's lecture.
Bagi dulu slide.
Terus saya rasa kita tak buat yang lecture. Ni lah, alright. This is the thing. This is the thing. Right. This is the thing. Alright. But there is a note first on lecture 2. So we go to lecture 2 punya slide.
So masih sama dia start dekat area tu tadi.
Dia start juga dekat area tu.
So maknanya I kena delete balik, I kena re-download balik kan sir?
No need to delete balik.
Okay. Sampai 80% lepas tu start.
Tak apa, cuba tunggu dulu. Alright, cuba tunggu dulu.
Okay. Dah habis-habis dia crash sir.
Habis dia crash.
Ya, dia dah macam dah freeze kan screen tu. Lepas tu pop dia off.
Oh, your PC off ke apa? The thing off
Tak, PC off.
Tak apa, try lagi sekali. Try yang ni kalau tak boleh nanti something is wrong lah. Then tak apa, try sekali lagi. If not, there is we try to download another thing.
Okay sir.
Terminal ni dah boleh tutup ke sir?
Terminal tak boleh tutup sampai bila-bila. Sampai habis lah. Sampai habis kelas tak boleh tutup. You guys didn't remind me ada latihan kena bincang. Kalau tak, kita buat latihan dulu. I pun lupa. Ada latihan lah, tak buat lagi.
Lupalah.
Seronok kan, tak kena ni kan. Seronok tak kena tanya kan.
Apa cikgu? Next time.
Itulah kita habiskan awal sikit. Dia mesti habis awal sebab I dah budget kan. I already budget the class. Dia habis awal lah. Habis awal you have to show your jawapan. Okay, tunggu sekejap. Kalau nanti lagi susah. The others okay lah. The others, Kesavan hari ni he has vaccine. Second vaccine he told me. So Kesavan is not here. It will not come out tau, KN. You just enter your password. It will never come out, but you press enter. But they capture your password anyway. So they try to make it private lah, alright. So it will not come out. You just enter saja, alright. But if suddenly dah lupa kan, just redo one more time. I think macam Walid just now also. Walid just now also he enter. The first one he got wrong, but he do the second time. Just okay. Crash second time. If crash second time, all right. If crash second time, you download apa? You download. You share your screen. You share your screen. Raj punya PC crash. Raj, if you ni.
Yes, I'm here now. Third time I'm logging and installing.
Okay, tak apa. You share your screen. Let's try down. Okay, go to your ni tadi. Okay, just press cancel. Let's try something else. Press cancel. Okay, yes. Then you go back to MongoDB just now. mongodb.com and then sign in. And then just now you press connect. Connect with MongoDB shell. You type I do not have, and then you download that thing. I want to see if it's easier. Okay, download that thing. But tomorrow you will have problem for your ni. Okay, unzip the file. Okay, open the unzip it. Okay, then go to the bin folder. Same thing, go to the bin folder. All right, now you see MD inside this folder. Enter. All right, and now you copy the command line. The copy of the command line from the website. From the website just now. But it that one, the bottom part. Not that one. No, the number 3. You copy directly number 3. Okay. But if you ni kan nanti if you have time masuk ABCD 1 2 3 4. Oh, okay. I think that one. Later you try your luck lah kalau mana tahu boleh kan. Not later lah, tomorrow or something you restart your PC or something kan. Download back, try your luck. If possible, I want yesterday yang tadi punya lah, alright? Because if not, cannot do exercise. Then, but if not, I have to check with you lah. I'm not sure what's wrong with the PC. Okay, so some of you will have primary. Tadi I nampak Raj have my first database, alright? But primary or my first database, either way lah, either way. Let's see the slide. Okay, so we're going to create a data in our database. Right? We're going to create a data in our database. All right. So you start with this command line first. So db, right? db.jokes.insert, and then open close bracket. So db.jokes open close bracket insert open close bracket, and then you put there name. All right. Double quote. Knock knock. Who's there? All right. Crash that time. Cannot connect or what? db.jokes. No need to install no need to install. You use whatever that we did just now. No need, you install it later. So besok pun tak apa. Whatever that we have now is sufficient. Alright. So you do db.jokes.insert name knock who's there, and then you should have right result and inserted. Right. If you have this, it means that the data has to be added inside the database. Right. So that we do another one. db.jokes insert. I know any joke. Any jokes. Alright. What's the difference between an XXX and Y? Right? People always do this kind of joke. Right? You press enter. Right. Now, if I have inserted one, it means that the data has been added into the database.
Okay sir, I try reinstall tapi I tak masuk apa mongodb compass, dia boleh install. Kalau I masuk mongodb compass, benda tu stuck and then crash.
Okay, tak apa. Then no need lah. Then no need to do MongoDB Compass.
Okay. Dia mongodb ni untuk Lenovo PC dia tangam sir?
I'm not sure. This is the first time I have this problem.
Okay. So lepas install kena buat apa sir?
No, tadi actually you tak payah keluar tau. Did you go out just now?
I cancel installation tadi.
Yalah, tapi yang tadi tu you buat tak? Yang apa? Kan before I take over your screen tu.
Okay.
Are you still there?
Dia dah restart lagi sekali sir. Benda tu dah
Oh.
tak apa, share screen.
Okay, share screen lah. I thought because that's why I thought benda tu you ni. Sebab you're supposed to work with the one that I give just now. Tadi dah elok dah. That one I said do it later after class.
Oh okay, sorry sir.
Tak apa, mana tadi CMD? Go there, CMD, right? CMD, enter. And then you go back to the command just now.
Yang
MongoDB tadi. Connect. Get the command line. Okay, please. Okay, then you copy the thing that we do just now, db.places. Sorry. No, you copy the thing that we are doing. db.places.insert bracket tadi. This one. db.jokes insert knock who's there from the slide.
Dekat slide rasa.
Yeah, it's from the slide page 52. This one. If not, I'm projecting it. db.jokes.insert knock who's there.
db.jokes. Itu je sir, or another one?
That's another one. db.joke insert. What's the difference? Apa-apa joke lah. Apa-apa joke lah.
Okay.
Okay. Kalau dah sudah, alright, how do you verify? Okay, how do you know if it's in or not? Alright, how do you know if it's in or not? You go to your MongoDB just now, alright. You should have this thing which is called browse collection. Alright, you have this thing which is called browse collections. Inside collection, you should have jokes. Inside joke, you should have this name, knock who's there, and what's the difference between x. This is the thing that ini.
Sir.
Yes.
MongoDB JSON format ah.
MongoDB JSON format.
So ni JSON lah.
This is JSON lah. This is a JSON. Kan hari dah.
Macam mana?
Kan hari tu kita dah bincang the advantage of Beanstalk. Everything is a JavaScript and using JSON as intermediate or something.
Oh, okay.
Dari tu kan. No lah, the first week, right? If you read the slide, the first week. Okay, so kita tengok boleh ya. So what is a database? What is a database? A database is actually a place where you store the information that you want lah, right? A database is the place where you store the information that you want, right? In this example, for example, I have a database, and that database is called my first database. Right? I think yours also is called my first database. Then from there, I have what we call a collection. What is a collection? A collection is this word here, jokes, right? Because whatever that you put here, all right, whatever that you put here will be reflected here. Right. So after this, you will do a collection of places. Right. So how do you do a collection of places? You have to remember. So whatever that you put here will be reflected here. And then you have document. Document is the data, right? So this is a document in MongoDB, right? The data that you insert inside the bracket just now, right? So that's the term, right? The database. One database can have many collection. So kalau you imagine, right? Some of you might be working with Excel sheet before, spreadsheet. So you imagine that database, so you imagine it's like a worksheet, do not work here, the Excel file, the XLS file. Inside your XLS file, you can have a lot of sheet. And sheet 1 is for jokes. Sheet 2 is for the creator of the jokes. Sheet 3, we use film lah. Sheet 1 is for the film. Sheet 2 is for the actors. Sheet 3 is for the directors, etc. Right? So if we have to imagine the movie database, right, then I will have one collection movies, one collection actors, one collection directors, and everything. Right? So that's the collection. And then inside the collection, I will have actors. I might have I don't know like Daniel Craig, Daniel Lee. I can have all this lah. Right? I can have list of actors. Scarlett Johansson. I can have ni. Alright. I pun tak fikir lah nama actors orang. Alright. So that's the list of actors. That's the database, right? The database, the data information. Right. So try to understand the difference between database. Whatever that I'm telling you, sebab lagi masa break I nak suruh you baca, right? Whatever that I'm telling you is actually explained inside the slide. The difference between collection, database and documents. Yes, apa?
Saya yang dekat tadi kan, yang kat cloud MongoDB ni, dia just dekat tempat tunjuk yang macam line graph je. Lepas tu macam mana nak masuk tu?
Ada create apa ni? Browse collections. Browse collection.
Tak perlu tekan connect
Tak perlu tekan connect. Browse collection and then tengok jokes.
Okay, dah ada.
Okay. Okay, so that's the and then we will do one more thing. How to get all the data from the command line, right? How to get, let's say another one, db jokes, right? This is a third joke, for example. Anything like, it could be anything, name, right? This is a third joke. This is the third joke. All right. How do I want to get all the jokes? I will do db.jokes.find. Right? If I do db.jokes.find, then I can get all the jokes that I have added. Right? It's almost the same as verifying it here. Right? It's the same as verifying it here. If I run db.jokes.find, it's the same as I'm verifying it here. Right? But you have to think lah. In real database, right? Sometimes I don't even have this page. Right? Sometimes it's only command line. If it's hard to read, you just add pretty at the end. So db.jokes.find pretty. Then the database will be properly formatted. Okay, any questions for this, for this part? Any question? Okay, we're going to switch between the lecture and the lab, right? So I have two slides. One is lecture, I think one is lab. All right, you team lab. All right, I'm going to do back and forth, right? Lab and lecture. So now we are going to do the lab part because it's time for break already. Azan sudah berbunyi, azan sudah berkumandang. Alright. So kita berhenti kejap lagi. But for the lab, alright, I want you to do this exercise. Alright, I want you, because just now Faiz pointed out, alright, Faiz pointed out that it's adjacent. So is it adjacent? Yes, it is adjacent. And we have seen JSON in module 1. Alright, if you forget what JSON is, then I invite you to read W3 School about object. Alright, if you can't remember how it is, W3 School object, right? JavaScript object, and then you see like, right, this is how adjacent an object looks like, right? This is how an object looks like. So try to have a look at the thing, right? Try to have a look at the thing. So insert three or more collection, right? Insert 3 or more collection following these criteria. So the collection is called places, right? The collection is called places. Insert 3 or more documents following this criteria. Typo, soalan pun typo. Inserting data in the database. So inserting collect documents, right? Insert 3 or more documents following this criteria inside places collection. All right. One of the places will have France as country. One of the places will have new items, which are comments, user message and rating, and as items. Give different number of flights. So I think I have to give you one example. So I will do db.places.insert. Right. Tempat-tempat menarik untuk dilawati. Right. Interesting place. Just before I open it, while waiting for you guys, I think, oh, actually, W3 Langkawi, yeah, 16 September can go Langkawi already. If you take flight, then no need to take police permission. Safe Langkawi. So this one, all right, let's put a Langkawi, all right, Langkawi, all right. So I put here description, right? So I just tambah lah, right? Tambah at it as if it's a JSON. All right, open for tourists starting from 16 September. And then what else? We have country, right? Because country is needed, right? Country, Malaysia, right? And then text. So think about Langkawi. What can you think about Langkawi? All right, Langkawi might be historical. So this is an array of text. Historical, beach, shopping, all right, and then likes. Right, how many people likes it? Okay, 50. Right. All right, so this is one example. All right, this is one example. So I think I think why should I copy paste for you? All right, I'm doing my usual so that you have to open your eyes a little bit. All right, so I think this is what the question really meant, right? We do want to gather, right? We do want to gather. So this is the command line to add Langkawi. So you tengok ni, you just analyze a little bit, and then what the question really wanted, insert 3 or more documents, right? Based on this, right? But for example, you have to add place with France lah, right? You just need to put Paris or any cities that you know, you put it there. And I need two places in France, right? Two places in France. So one of the places will have new property, right? So if you remember JSON or JavaScript, the left part is what we call a property, right? So one of the places will have comments as property, all right, and comments will have user message, right, and rating as items. Pay attention with the S. There is a reason why is it an S. give different number of lights. So some of the place will have 50, Paris you can put 100, other place you can put different, right? So that's the exercise. I think by the end of this, I need 5 places right inside your database. So we take like 30 minutes break, so 20 minutes for you to siap-siap makan semua. Another 10 minutes for you to do this exercise. So I'm expecting 5 data, including Langkawi, inside your database after break. Any questions? Apa soalan? Any questions? All right. Confirm, no question, yeah? All right. If there is no question, we meet again at 8 then. All right. We meet again at 8 then. Okay. Seorang tak tangan. Alright. So Paris. Paris dah senang kan? Alright, Paris. Alright, description. Alright, the city of love. Alright, you can visit with your loved one. Right, country, France. Alright, text. Paris can be historical. Paris at the beach. Paris can be shopping. Alright, Paris can be romantic. And the lights kita dah 100 lah, right? Lights kita dah 100. Okay, so this is the second one. Alright, how to add the second one? Okay, so then two places in Paris. So what's one other city that you know in France? I'm not Nila of France, but
Lyon.
because
Lyon.
Lyon Lyon, right? The insert. Tapi Lyon tak ada benda nak lawat. Alright, so right, name. Alright, Lyon.
Ya, ada pantai lah apa sah?
Mana ada pantai Lyon? Ya ada pantai
France.
Cannes lah. Alright, Cannes, we can put Cannes or Nice. Nice. Nice, this description. Allah, aku punya jangan salah. Alright, be careful lah. If you copy this need to be description. Later it cause problem when we search. Right, this you correct this. Right, if you want to copy me, you correct this. Remove. Just make sure that it's description. Description tak apa dia, tak ada sangat. Alright, so on the coast of Mediterranean. Alright, popular during summer, for example. Yeah. So country France. Alright. Text. And then again, beach. Okay, we can do shopping. Okay, lah, korang. And then, alright, if you remember, one of my requirement is to add comments. Alright, we add comments. Kenapa I emphasize on the S? You see, whenever I add S, normally it's a lot of comments. Right, so a lot of comments. If it's a lot of comments, I'm expecting an array here. Right, so this is your data type module 1, very important. Right, so if it's a comments, I'm expecting a lot of comments. So it's an array, right? An array of object, an array of item, right? Which has user. So user 1, for example, I rate it message. Alright. Nice place to go. Check out during summer or something. And then rating 5. Add comma here. I will just add one more thing, which is lights. 80, for example. Yes, kenapa?
Kenapa country dengan name ada ada apa?
Yang
Yeah.
belah kiri tak apa. Belah kiri doesn't really matter. I try to be ni lah, but belah kiri ada tak ada curly bracket is the same thing. With or without curly bracket is the same thing. The left part, right? But the right part need to be careful lah, right? If it's a string, then it needs a double quote. If it's a number, no double quote. Left side have double quote or no double quote also is the same. I think that's the question, kan? So yang belakang kiri tak apa. If it is in Postman, then it matters. If it is on MongoDB here, if it's on the console, it doesn't really matter. Okay, what else? Bali Bali. Name. Then we have more of beach. Bali. Description. Popular tourist destination in Indonesia. Alright. Country Indonesia. Alright, I can this one can be historical at the same time. Bali ada bukit. Yeah. Can hiking or not? Bali. I'm not sure. I've never been to Bali. That's my kita buat nature, right? Nature lah, right? I just put nature lah to be safe. That's my to-do list once the thing is open. Right, db.places. Put one more lah. Phuket. That's my to-do list as well lah. Phuket. Everyone's waiting for the sempadan to open. Well, if I go to Singapore, dapat pergi Singapore pun bersyukur already. Beach in Thailand, right? Party on the beach. Country, alright. Thailand. Beach. And then 5. Alright. 5 is enough. Alright. If you want to add more, you can. Alright. So then you will have a lot of data. Later then you can play around with db.places.find. Alright. Then if you do db.places.find, then you see all the places. If it's hard to read, as I mentioned, add read. Okay, boleh ni ya. Take another 5 minutes. No need to rush. Take another 5 minutes. And then we'll see. Right, we'll see. Yeah. Comment square bracket, curly bracket got curly bracket. You see got curly bracket, and then just fill in inside square bracket got a curly bracket. As per my thing as per my you check my ini just one is an array of object. Is an array of object. You can look at the example on here, right? Array of object. That's why your module 1 is very important. Like I say, module 1 you tak boleh lari. Once you go to module 2 or module 3, you will still stay, right? You can ask the guy who finished module 3 already. Whatever that we do on Friday, especially whatever that we do on Friday, tak boleh lari. If I want to override that, you just ignore it. If you do any mistake, just ignore it. Because after this you will learn how to delete and everything. But you just ignore it for the moment. It's possible, but you ignore it. Abaikan saja dulu. Okay, any question? So far okay you got 5 at least. Siapa tak cukup 5? Right, if you have a problem with the knee or everything, you just ignore it. If you have, macam tadi kan, I also like, lama this script je salah lah. Alright, just ignore it for a while. Some of it you might need, some of it you it's okay. You can ignore it. Okay, now we're going to see query. Alright, query. Back and forth, alright, back and forth, alright. If you have time, nanti kalau you ada masa, you read this, you read this a little bit, alright. Some of it might be useful, some of it I might skip. Alright, so you just have a look later as well. Alright, I'm going to query. Find me all the places in Malaysia. Oh, sorry. Find me all the places in France lah. Alright, find me all the places in France. So db.places.find and then place equals to France. Right. Sorry, not place. Sorry, name. db, find me all the places where name equals. Find me all the name where. Sorry. Pening kepala aku. Find me all the places where country. Alright, country equals to France. Find me all the places where the country equals to France. Then you will have all the city that you have just now lah, the one that you put in France. Right? db.places.find. Find me all the places where the country is in France. If you want it to be pretty, you make it like this, right? If you want to read it properly, you do it like this. Right? So this is one query. Find me all the places in Indonesia, right? db.places.find me all the places in Indonesia. So country equals to Indonesia. Okay. So now that one is so you can always do any column will do. All right. So for example, I want the country where it's in. Find me more. I want information about Bali, right? db.places.find. I want information about the place where the name equals to Bali. Right? So any column would do. Any column would do.
So macam mana list balik semua data tu dalam terminal lah.
db.places.find db.places.find itu semua. Okay, after this, greater than, all right? So you can also do greater than, smaller than, all right, we use this one, greater than, this is equality, lesser than, greater than. So for example, find me all the places where the number of lights, all right, the number of lights is greater than number of lights is greater than. So open curly bracket, close curly bracket, greater than 80, for example. Right. Find me all the places where the number of lights is greater than 80. Then you have all the places yang 100, 120 and etc. Tadi 80 tak ada. So I think one of our thing, right, one of our place I think I put 80, which is this, right? Because greater than means 80 tak kira lah, right? It's bigger than. If I want it to include 80, then greater than or equals to 80. So if I put greater than and equals to 80, then you see more things comes out. Right, so that's for greater than, and you can see inside the slide as well. Other than greater than, you can also have lesser than and less than equals. Right? LT and LTE. Right? If you cuba dulu, right, you can try. Right, you can try GT, GTE, LT, LTE. So once you understand GT, GTE, then there's it, right? The sama saja LT and LTE is the same thing.
So bila letak command tu kan, send command tu kalau tiba dia just return dot tu maksudnya
Ada problem dengan command. So you buat je curly bracket, tambah curly bracket, tutup curly bracket, buat macam ni. Buat curly bracket, enter. Buat curly bracket, enter sampai dia kata you have ni error. Tekan curly bracket, which means that your command tu ada benda yang salah. Something is wrong. Your ni salah. So you tambah curly bracket, until it says error, then you check back your command. Your command tu salah. Check. You double check. Oh, sorry. I yang tak habis ni. I yang tak habis copy. Alright. Okay. Here also there is a problem. Then this is curly bracket, this is bracket. That's what you did when you copy ni.
Sir,
Yes.
dalam JSON yang $sign tu maksud dia apa?
Dalam JSON $sign maksud dia apa? Mana? This one.
Yang
Ni. Ini maksudnya this is actually the query command. Greater than or equals. This is nothing to do with JSON. This is MongoDB. Greater than or equals. It means that whenever there's a JSON, it means that is MongoDB command. In that case, it's greater than or equals. Okay, so you have done, right? You have done equals to, you have done greater than, equals. Now we are combining query, right? I want, for example, I want the country which are in France, db.places.find. The country need to be in France, right? The country need to be in France. Country equals to France, and so after the curly bracket I put a comma, and there's no before the curly bracket, and the number of flights, right? The number of flight is greater than, so greater than 80, right? The country need to be in France, and the number of flight is greater than 80. Then I will get the Paris tadi lah. Then I will get Paris tadi. Right. So you can have a look here and try first. Lah, dah copy dulu lah. You copy nanti salah, you salah katai. Right, it's and, alright, which means you combine two conditions. Alright, return me all the country in France. The number of flight is bigger than 80. Right, so that's a command. Yeah, for my Okay, so that's France. That's France. That's and another one is or. Right. Or is db.places find me a place. All right. Find me a place that's either. Right. Find me a place that's either square bracket. Right. Either square bracket. Country is France. All right. Or comma dua country is in Malaysia. Oops. Curly bracket. No curly bracket. It's just sama juga. Alright. Find me a place. db.places find or country is in France or country is in Malaysia. Oh, this one have a curly bracket. This one also have a curly bracket. Okay, tengok sekejap. Let me do This one is here. Bukan. It's what I did first. Alright. So find me a place. Either it is in Malaysia or it is in France. So which means that it will return both lah. Okay, dapat for this one?
Dapat.
Okay. I'm not sure if well, if you can remember lah, yeah, in school, right? Dulu kan we learn this set and relations algebra, can't remember algebra set. Alright, I think you might learn this dulu if you how I don't know how long is it also I can't remember, right? So you have this you are given a two sets. This one is coming from HackerRank. So if you want to have a look kan, so you can have a look at HackerRank. So given that ini pun I tak ingat dia apa benda, right? You ni apa? Who remember? I think this one. A for all set of A. Where? Okay. I don't want to embarrass. I don't want to embarrass myself. AUP, right? Venn diagram. Alright, this one. I think this one. This might be helping. Okay. So we have this lah, alright. We have this. Okay, ini yang kita belajar dulu di sekolah. Things that we learned in school last time. Things that we learned in school. You have AUB. Alright. Given that you have two sets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, what is AUB? How many elements? So the question is how many elements? So AUB is actually this one. So AUB is this one. So how many elements? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 elements, right? So I answer 8. And then I submit the code. Then I will get correct. Alright. So if you want, you can try after this. You using HackerRank. Look for database exercises. Oh yeah. 8. 8. Press submit. I don't know why is it slow, but I'm pretty sure that's the answer. Okay, cover. That's one. All right. So if I go to the next question, all right. If I go to the next question, question 2, you have this question. Right. Answer it. So I know that. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What is A U terbalik B? So A U terbalik B is whatever that's in A and in B. So you have 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the answer is 5. All right, the answer is 5. I will submit the code. I submit the answer. Then it should be lah, but I'm not sure what's wrong with HackerRank today. All right, so I think what's the third question? All right, what's the third question? A minus B. A minus B. A minus B is whatever that is not in A, whatever that's in A but is not in B, I think. So I think it's 1, 7, 8. Right, that one is 3. Why I'm telling you this, I think yang ni dua tadi saja cukup. Alright, these two is important ni at the moment. This is all. So this one, alright, when just now one, or it means that either this or that. Alright, either this or that. So it's this one. So sorry, A and AUB. AUB is either this or that. Alright, so it's this one. So this one. So it will show both. Alright, it will show both. Okay. If it's and, all right, and it's this one. So whatever that your teacher teach you in algebra last time. So this is and, right? This is A and B. Right? Other than that, All right. Other than that, you have left all this. You will might see it later. All this is basics of database. You might see it later. All right. Some of it is left join, inner join, and everything. But at the moment, you bayangkan A or B, or whenever you see the words or, is this one. All right. It's Venn diagram is this one. Whenever you see the words A and B, A, B is this one. Right, but in database, it is related to It is related to ni lah, right? It's related to ni tadi, right? The two common just now. Okay, any question for N and O?
Tak ada sir.
Tak ada ya? Okay, the next thing that we're going to do is we have limit. All right, for example, limit. So limit is, well, I want only, for example, I want all the places in db.places. I want db.places in, but we don't have a lot of information. And we don't have a lot of information. But for example, I only want the tree. I only want three. Right? I only want three. So db.find.places.find limit 3. Right? I want the places, but I only want 3. Right? Right. For it by itself, it doesn't make sense. Right? For it by itself, it doesn't make sense. But if you use sort, then it will make sense. Right? If you use sort, then it will make sense. So for example, I want all the places. Right? Find me all the places. But I want you to sort it, right? I want you to sort it by the number of flights, right? By the number of flights, ascending or descending, right? Ascending or descending. So if it's descending, right, then it's -1 lah, right? db.places.find.sort likes -1, and then limit it to 3, right? So db.places.find, right? db.places.find. I want to sort based on the number of flights. Miss a curly bracket here, right? I have to follow this. Sort it based on the number of flight. -1 means menurun, descending. But I want limit it to 3, and then I make it pretty. So these are the top 3 places in that you can visit. Right? These are the top 3 places that you can visit. Right, so tadi limit as it is doesn't really make sense, but if you combine it with sort, right, then it will make sense. Okay, I'm not sure if I have any exercise here. I'm not sure if I have any exercise that you have not done yet. But let's see back here. You're supposed to have exercise here. Okay, you do this, right? Some of the things you might not have the data, but it's okay. All right, just imagine that this is the question. Just imagine that this is the questions. Try to see, right? Try to see if you can get all the answer for this query question. Right? So try first. Retrieve all the places. Retrieve all the places in France. Get the query to get the top. Some of it we already done, but you just need to track back lah. What's the answer? Get the query to get the top 3 highest rating places in your database. Get the query of the top 3 highest rating places in Malaysia. Get the query to get a place in France that has rating or like more than 80. Some of it you already done, so you just need to track back and return all the interesting places in France and Italy. Although there's no data in Italy, but I just want to see the query. Alright, so let's try to do that until 10 a.m. Sorry, not 10 a.m. 9 p.m. Okay, we take. You try first, huh?
So,
Yang tadi kan, yang limit negative one,
negative one. Oh, sorting ah?
negative one tu apa benda? Sorting
Ah,
Maksudnya dia descending ke macam mana?
descending.
Kalau one ascending.
Yep, correct.
Kalau limit 3 tu maksudnya dari point of descending tu nak 3 je lah kan?
Itulah daripada descending, daripada paling tinggi ke rendah, tapi 3 ke atas lah.
Okay, fine.
Okay. Sorry, quick dinner on my side. All right, question 1. Tadi I heard you. Question 1 we already done. All right, question 1 we already did it. db.places.find. All right, so that's question 1. db.places.find. Question 2 we already did it as well. So db.places.find where the country equals to France, right? db.places.find where the country is equals to France. Question 3, get the query to get the top 3 highest rating places in your database. This is also we already done. db.places.find, right? Sort by number of flights in descending order. All right. Dot limit, right? Dot limit 3. db.places.find sort by sorting order and then limit 3. And then this one is in Malaysia. So if it's in Malaysia, you can just put it here. Country equals to Malaysia. Okay, so that's number 3. Although that's number 4, Number 3 is without the query. All right, number 3 is without the query. Number 4 is with the query. So this is different. Number 3 is like this, right? Number 4 is like this, because you want to specify. I only want it in Malaysia, right? Number 3, you see, I want everything. Number 4, I only want it in Malaysia. So this is since I share because we have not done it yet. This one we have done. This one is the end, right? So this one is the end. So db.places.find, find me the places where country, all right, equals to France and, right, and likes, right, is greater than 80. So find me the places in France where the country equals to France and the number of like is greater than 80. And the last one is the or. So db.places.find curly bracket $sign or, right, square bracket, first conditions country equals to France, and then second condition country, right, equals to Italy. Right? So that's the query, right? Although tadi dah buat dah, right? But I just asked you to do Malaysia instead of Italy. But nama pun revision, right? So that's to revise. Okay, any question?
Nope.
No, semua okay, Okay, if everything is okay, Raj, jadi masa break you try to reinstall or not without the Atlas?
Yes, without the what they call the
Atlas.
I think one of the component is compass. Yeah, without the compass can install. With the compass cannot.
Then you already installed without compass,
Yeah.
Okay. So what we're going to do now? All right. What you're going to do now? You're going to create. You're going to set up for tomorrow. All right. We're going to set up for tomorrow. You remember learn new node. Now you will have another one which is learn new Mongo. All right. As difficult as learn new node, right? Is as difficult as learn new node. Alright, so create a new folder. That folder is called Learn You Mongo. Inside Learn You Mongo, you're going to do npm install -g learn you mongo. So that's you remember learn you not. All right, this one is as difficult as learn you not. All right, but it's called learn you mongo.
So yang terminal yang shell ni nak tutup. Yang
Tekan je, you type exit and then it will stop it. Type je exit. It will stop.
Battery about 70%.
Okay, once you do Learn You Mongo, right, once you install Learn You Mongo, you buat macam biasa, Learn You Mongo, the thing will come out and then you press enter. Alright, so this is your first question. Half of your first question you already done, but another half you have not done it yet. Alright, so half of your first questions you have done, another half you have not done it yet, right? So you boleh baca, hey, from Learn You Mongo. First, let's get MongoDB installed. You can download from MongoDB from here. That one you already done. We will need to add it to your path, right? We will need to add it to your path. You do not have to create a file installation. Just Learn You Mongo, verify when you are ready with the installation, right? Since all of you is on Windows, so once you are ready, I need somebody to project. Faiz lah, hari ni Faiz tak project kan. I need Faiz to project and then I will show you to set the path. Then
Sekarang ke sir?
follow Faiz. Everyone ready? Everyone ready to follow Faiz?
Yep.
Tak apalah, kita tunggu kejap lah. 2 more minutes because some of them might still do installation, right? Depends on connection, right? 2 more minutes after that, I need Faiz help to project. I will show you how to set path and to get this question right.
Okay.
Okay. Kita hari ni kita buat 3 soalan bersama and then tomorrow you complete. The rest you complete tomorrow. Hey, you guys know next week I'm flying. That's what Faiz was discussing with me. I already got my ticket. So next week, that's what I was thinking. Okay, I will just be honest with you. Alright, I will just be honest with you. I'm supposed to fly this day, right? I'm supposed to fly on the 17th night. So most probably there is no class here. But I'm trying to change my flight here. Alright, I'm trying to change my flight to 15. The reason is that this is public holiday, right? So at least I can malam tu fly at 11:50 and then satu hari public holiday tak ada orang kacau. Not nak ada orang kacau because I'm leaving behind my teams, my servers and everything kan. I was worried about that. So I'm trying to change my flight here. So but either way, either here no class or here no class. If I manage to get my flight change, then there is no class here, right? It's impacting you guys. If I did not get my class change, then I will fly here, which means there is no class here. Right? So that's for sure. But other than that, as I mentioned, this one you just be careful because but we try to make it as usual as possible. Try to make it as usual as possible. Whenever there is I will let you know. Because there is an event as well, I need to check my event schedule which has not out yet. Just now tadi pun sambil tu pun I check my event schedule is not out yet. Ini pertandingan, alright. It's actually a competition representing my company and Malaysia lah, right? Malaysia. So macam ni lah, right? You should sokong me for by me cancelling class. You should sokong me like you sokong Ziyad, all the athletes. Pat Pinson. I'm an athlete, but only for gigs.
Ada kecil je cikgu. Ada kecil je.
Kecil kan, 20k USD kalau dapat. Betul 20k USD 100,000. Some more no commitment. But actually we don't go there for win lah. We know we lost already. I go there so that I can get out of this country.
Tenangkan fikiran, relax.
Fikiran kan. Actually no lah. Actually when we go there, actually we look for partners. Berapa business kan? Some of you might do business as well. Cari partners, cari ni. That's the reason. Sebab I dah pergi dah dulu pertandingan 2019, same thing as Istanbul. Time tu kalah, time tu macam frust apa. In the end it's not that you should think of, and it's more on cari partner, prospect, kawan-kawan semua kan. So that's
Turkey ada salt bayi ya?
Apa?
Salt bayi.
Ada?
Salt bayi.
Tapi gila nak makan kedai tu kan. That's where Salt Bay original dia dari Turkey. Itu yang asal dia dekat Turkey. Tapi gila lah nak makan kedai Salt Bay kan.
Mana tahu ada. Semua tahu.
Lah berapa ni 200 USD kan satu, if I'm not mistaken. Satu tu 200 USD tu satu tim. Lepas tu confirm lah I tak boleh makan seorang sebab I bawa my staff seorang kan. Confirm lah kena makan berdua kan. Takkan nak suruh dia makan sebab.
Saya fikir pun dah gio dia punya Ailio.
Tapi bulan 12 ni kita orang pergi Dubai pula. Dubai for exposition. Tapi dengan you all dengan tak sepa dengan budak baru sempat lah kot kan. But that one pun Dubai pun ada Salt Bay juga kan. Dubai tu yang the one that Cristiano Ronaldo pergi Dubai kan, makan kat Dubai. Tu Frank Ribery kot yang makan kat Dubai. Okay, so I let you know. I think I beritahu awal kan. I already told you kan, minggu ni dia macam tak stable sikit lah. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20 ni it's not really stable because I'm over there. And that besok I remind the other group as well. But I try to respect as much as possible the schedule, the class schedule. Cuma yang I tak boleh jangan ni waktu competition tu dia tapi jadual tak keluar lagi. 20, 21, 22, 23. And then kita 5 jam ke belakang, kita 5 jam ke depan. So now 4 PM lah, 4 PM, 5 PM. When we start class is 1 PM, 2 PM. Okay, so boleh Faiz? Soalan pertama, how do you do it? Right? You might get a lot of things. Some of the things they say, oh, you have to set path. Alright, so this is the first question is they ask you to set path for your Mongo. Why do you set path? Right? Because just now, kan, when you want to do Mongo connect, right? Kan the command line that you did just now, you have to do it precisely in this folder, precisely I say, okay, go to open program files, open MongoDB folder, open server folder, open five, and open bin, then only you can run the command line. But by setting path, it means that you want it to be able to run anywhere in your PC. So that's why you want to set path. And that's what the challenge is all about. Actually, just now when you install also they ask you to set path, but I say tak apalah, ni kita buat sekejap lagi, right? They ask you to set path just now, but I say, oh tak apa, ini kita buat lagi nanti, right? So that's what you're going to do now. You're going to open Explorer, File Explorer, open File Explorer. Then, alright, you are on this folder, right? You are, betul lah, you punya program files. You go to MongoDB. You go to MongoDB. And then you go to server. After server, you go to 5.0. After 5.0, you go to bin. Okay. Once you are here, you go up, you go at the address bar, right? You copy the address bar. You Control C, you copy it, right? You copy this. Okay, once you are here, you go to search, bawah tu, down left. You go to search, you look for env, environment, env, environment, and then that things come out, edit the system environment variable. You select that, lajunya cikgu ni. Labor. That's what I say, sebab tu saya beli cikgu. Kalau Walid ni, Walid, Faiz, lajunya. Kesian ni, kesian orang lain. Alright, and then you go to environment variables. Okay. Then you go to path. Alright, you press edit. Okay. Letak type new. And then paste whatever that you copy just now. Alright, press OK. Okay, tunggu kejap. Kita tunggu kawan-kawan. Cakap ingat dia cikgu senang. Cikgu ni tangan kena gerak ni. Ni you cakap, nanti you complain laju kan.
Pacing susah.
Pacing susah kan. You always complain laju kan. Some more if you come to my morning class lagi laju. Because morning class developer, malam non-developer. But sometimes kalau I have morning class and I get malam, kadang-kadang I lupa, I confuse. So sometimes if I'm fast, maybe because in the morning I have class. Alright, and then you go down. Alright, just now you are on the top part. Now you are at the bottom part. You go to system variable path. You select path. Same thing as well. You press edit. Alright, and then you create new. And then you paste. So two places. One top part path. And then bottom part path. Press OK. Press OK. Press OK. There, on the left side, you still need to press OK on the left side. And then once you do that, you tutup balik CMD. I think you need to restart to close your CMD and open back your CMD on Learn You Mongo folder. Press enter, and then now you do Mongo -v as per instruction just now. Mongo -v as per instruction.
Masuk Mongo, learn Mongo to you first or?
Just do Mongo -v. Okay, enter. I think Mongo minus sekejap ya. Let me baca back the question. Mongo minus version. Sorry, Mongo minus version. Mongo space minus minus version. Actually, I have the question just now. Enter. So if you get a number, it means that everything is okay, right? Mongo space minus minus version. If you get a number, everything is okay, right? You get this kind of information, it means everything is okay. You run learn new Mongo, verify, you should get your first tick. Okay, correct? Learn you verify kan? Learn you Mongo, verify.
This one eh?
Yeah, itu. Learn new Mongo space verify. Space verify. But and then press enter. Okay, so the first solution pass. Alright, so that's how you get your first tick. Okay, soalan kedua. Connect to a database. Okay, take time baca dulu. Alright, you may have take time baca. Alah, baca dulu. Alright, take ni lah, tak apalah. Okay, tak apa. I will show lah. Alright, I will show. So you read first. Alright, you read first. I only need you for the first part because that one is very window based. Alright. So second part, learn new Mongo connect. Okay, baca dulu. So the thing is, start mongodb on port 27017 with data as the DB path. Alright, you may have to create the data directory. Alright, so that's the first clue. So create a data directory, and as you have seen last week, how to create a data directory, you will use this command line that I keep repeating, mkdir. Create a new directory, and that directory is called data. So how is it different than just now? All right, how is it different than just now? Just now, you have a database, all right? You have a database, and that database is on mongodb.com, all right? In this exercise, you are the database, all right? Mongo, you are the database. So you are no longer connected to over there. They create a database inside your PC. Alright, so this is how you create a database inside your PC. Firstly, you create a directory, so all the data will be stored inside this folder. Then you open the server. What is the command line to create the server? It's this one, all right? mongodb on port 27017. And the data will be stored inside .data folder. All right. If you have done your data camp last week, all right, they teach you what is the difference between // dot and everything. All right. Once you do that, keluar pula. You guys keluar You guys punya keluar tak?
Memang mongodb bukan mongo.
Memang mongodb.
Dia memang banyak tulisan ke apa?
Memang banyak tulisan. Alright, so you guys ni no problem lah. Yang the one that have problem is me. So ni tengok jap. Faiz tengok jap balik. Buruk siku kan, tengok balik. Dia macam tu dia macam tu. Alright. If kalau dapat macam Faiz okey. Kalau dapat macam Faiz tu okey. So while ni tunggu kejap, give me 1 minute because actually I tak buat pun soalan satu tadi. Alright, I assume it was correct. I still need to do the first question, which is setting the path apparently. Okay, let me set the path just now. Up, download. Set path. Sebab bank ni susah sikit set path. Okay, set path. Set path, add into path. Echo path. Export. PWD apa? Anyone remember what PWD is?
Working directory.
Print working directory. So dekat. Susah sikit. Ni I akui lah. You all ni senang sikit. Export path mampus. Echo path. Okay, dah ada dah. Alright, so this one's done. Check balik. Tak juga. Oh, I need to restart it. Dah one more time. CD documents, CD batch, CD module 2, CD learntocode Mongo, and then the ni tadi MongoDB. Command not found MongoDB. I think same thing as well. Check up export path. Kena macam ni. Dah ada dah ni user local. Oh, tak ada keluar just now. Finally ayam bazir masa. Tadi export path. Okay, go. CD ni. CD here, CD bin, PWD, export path, export path, export path. double dot p double dot ini double dot export path double dot ini. Alright, so $sign path equal path. Okay, ini dah betul. City learn to Mongo documents work module 2 learn new Mongo mongodb. Okay, jalan tu. Right. That's a problem with Mac. Mac dia apa? Mac dia leceh sikit. Alright, leceh. Not leceh sikit lah because I'm not familiar. Right, you're not familiar. Right. MongoDB cannot be open because it cannot be verified. Allah, ada benda ni pula. Right, this one I have to allow it. I'm the only one on Mac, right? Nobody else on Mac, Okay, so MongoDB open. Alright, so I have this. Alright, I have this. And then once you have this, the instruction is to open another tab. Open another tab. Inside this tab, you will. I check back the question. I check back the question. You don't need to check back the question. I check back the question. Inside this tab, you're going to do npm install mongodb, right? I'm going to install mongodb library inside this folder so that later I can connect to this database using code. All right, so once I do that, I run learn new Mongo verify. If everything is okay, I will get the tick. Yang ini jangan tutup, right? You will need it for the next exercise. So tomorrow, if you continue doing this exercise, all right, you have to open back your database, all right? You call open back your database. You have to remember back is your challenge 2, right? For tomorrow.
So yang dekat tab baru PowerShell ni install ni lah.
And install MongoDB.
Beza yang dengan MongoDB kita download tadi?
Yang tadi, saya sama. Yang tadi tu kita tak buat kod. Yang ini kita akan buat kod. Yang itu kita buat command kan. This one we will combine Node.js and MongoDB. Alright, remember? You do Node.js, you do Express, you do MongoDB. This exercise is Node.js plus MongoDB. So yang npm install MongoDB is you will use it for the challenge 3, which is to do the Node.js. Okay, so this is question 3. We will do this together. Yeah, you baca dulu soalan dia and then we will do it together. Here we will learn how to search for documents. So you know what's the MongoDB command? The MongoDB command is db.collections.find. And then depends on what it wants. in this exercise, the database is learned you Mongo. So the URL will be something like that. Use the parent collection to find all documents where the age is greater than the first argument passed to your script. So this is something that is similar to your code you know last time. Using console.log, print the documents to stdr. Okay. So to connect the database, all right, you can do something like this, all right. So they told you already, the code to connect to database is like this. To get all collection, you use this db.collection. To find a document, you will call the find function in the documents. And then to get the argument is process.argv. All right, so they give you the reference to it. But actually, again, the reference is not up to date though. So let's see. Nanti dia ada salah, alright. Nanti ada salah a little bit, but I know lah how to fix it. So because we use this as a reference, right? We use it as a reference. Connection guide, alright. To connect the database, the code is like this. Okay, so let's try. So we're going to create a new file in this folder. I'm going to create a new file in this folder. This file is called server 3, challenge 3 lah, challenge 3, alright, challenge 3. So I will create a new file in the folder. The folder is called challenge3.js. Inside this file, I will copy whatever that they suggested. I will just copy whatever they suggested. All right. This is how you connect to the database. All right. That's what it means. Huh? This is how you connect the database. The URL of your database will be something like this. All right. So var URL equals to whatever that they suggested. So once you are connected to the database, all right, once you are connected to the database, you can use the find method. All right, you can use the find method. And the find method is something like this. All right, it put there, put there. So db.collection, right? To get a collection, you can use so var collection equals to db.collection. What is your collection name? Based on the instruction, what is the collection name? Let's see. Parrots collection, and parrots collection. So your collection name is called parrots. And then you will look for the data where, all right, you will look for the data where, right? So this is how you do the query. So collection, this is your MongoDB, the one that you did just now, the one that you did just now. All right. So the question is, use the parent to find all documents where age is greater than the first argument passed to your script. So you adjust here. How to adjust? Age $sign greater than. This is something that we did just now. Age greater than $sign greater than or greater than equals. Then the first argument. So the first argument you have seen process.argv2. Right, this is the learn you note. So once you get that, all right, once you get that, you will print the answer. So console.log documents. And then don't forget to close your connection after you finish. Just add this method, tb.close, all right? This is supposed to be the answer, all right? But it is not the answer yet because there are slight little code change due to the difference of version. But you get this first. Try to see if you can get this. After this, I will modify a little bit, but all the questions after this, you will follow the modified version. Okay, dapatkan dahulu.
Yang buat challenge 3JS ni dalam folder
Learn you
learn.
learn you. Okay, so let me see. I also can't remember what I kena ni balik what's the thing learn you Mongo verify solution. So what do we call it? Challenge 3, right? Challenge 3. Challenge 3.js. Okay, db.collection is not db.collection is not a function. Dia ada sikit perubahan, dia ada sikit perubahan. It's not a function. Okay, so this one. Dia ada sikit je perubahan. So let's see what's the change. The change is I have to do something like this. var db. Okay, I have to change this and this to this. Then okay, I think after this then it's okay. And then this one is client. Sorry. Okay, so try to do this first, right? Change this part. All right, this is because of the latest version of MongoDB client. It has to be like this. So you change, just like it was DB, you change it to client. Then you will have var db client db learn new mongo. So this one is a new line, and then you change db close to client close. All right, so do this first, and then you can try, but still have an error. And I make a mistake. I didn't read the question properly. Who can point out what's the error? We fix it, and I think once we fix it, everything gonna be okay.
Tapi bukan yang ni ke, yang dia suruh buat nama file tu solution.js.
Tak, bukan tu. Nama file apa-apa pun tak apa. It's something to do with our query, right? Our query is wrong. Something to do with our query. And then we saw it last week as well. Masa kita buat yang when we did learn new node, right? We do challenge 1 or challenge 2. The one that you need to do 1 campur 2 campur 3. It's the same problem that we had. What was it?
H bukan satunya string ah?
Correct, because H you got string, you have to make it a number. How to make it a number? We did like this. Betul kan? Correct. So greater than number. So once you have that, should be 8. Tapi kenapa tak dapat lagi ni? Why? Jenny, H. What was the question? Greater than kan? H greater than number, process, argv. Ni. Okay. So you add number. Let me see what. So ini I tak expect. What was it? Apa yang saya nak buat? To array function air documents. This one okay lah. This is a thing I already do. db.collection.find h numbers. To array function error documents. Console.log documents. To array function error documents. Console.log documents. Other than that, client.close. What is correct? Okay, this one is okay. Nah, betul ni. Tapi kenapa dia keluar cantik? Is not equals else. Edit. Jawapan ni dah betul dah. Kalau I check kan ID, new object, name Jenny, H, then I think it's okay already. Saya
Cikgu, nanti cikgu boleh screenshot dia punya kod ni.
Boleh screenshot tapi itulah macam ada problem, tapi saya nak coba macam jadi ada lagi problemnya benda ni is the question, some of the answer is outdated. I worried that. Let me see kalau ada, if I see something, learn new Mongo, learn new Mongo. Jangan buat macam ni ya. Dah nampak. Okay, that was it. Whatever. db.collection by db.collection parents collection.find age greater than process.argv ni .to array function error documents. Oh, the client close ni bukan kat sini, sorry, client close is here. Okay, I silap. Okay, I think that's about it. I tersilap location of the client close, right? The client close should be outside the bracket, right? It should be line 15. Okay, try one more time. Learn new Mongo verify. Learn new Mongo verify. Challenge 3. Learn new Mongo verify. Challenge 3. Tak ada juga. If I put here, then I get it. But if I put here, something is bothering me. Sekejap tengok. Kita tengok jawapan dia. No, bukan tengok jawapan. We did our jawapan, but we want to compare the answer that the guys give. Mana tadi? History. Okay, I'll just see. Curly bracket, if error through error, curly bracket, client close. So that's the only thing that I see is different. So mongo.connect, so var mongo.connect. So yeah, no, I'm checking as well to see apa beza. So this one is okay. Constant URL mongodb localhost 2707. The name of the database is learn new Mongo, correct? And then this one is number or parse in also can parse in process argv2, right? So then I have mongo.connect URL function error client, okay. If error through error, tak apalah, no. So var collection equals to client.db data, client.db database. This one again, client.db database dot collection parent, same. Collection.find age greater than parse ni, right? And then I have if error to array function error documents, if error through error, if not console.log documents, the location of client close Let me see. Let me copy this answer and then see jadi ke tak. So let me copy this answer jadi ke tak. If yang ni jadi, then something is wrong with my code. Oh, yang ini pun tak jadi. Yang ini pun tak jadi. What if this one goes here? Sama juga. I think I already have the correct answer. I think I already have the correct answer. How should I do it? npm uninstall mongodb and install db. npm install mongodb alias 3.3 or something. Okay, and then I will do learn new Mongo verify. Okay, the answer is correct already. Whatever that we did is correct already. All right, so this is the answer. But because of the different version, right? Because of the different version, the code does not work. Or not the code. This code does not work in the latest version on MongoDB. All right. Because the Learn New Mongo was an older software, and then it was not updated with the latest version of MongoDB. So in order for us to get it correct, but the important is you learn the concept. That's what important, right? You learn the concept. Version lain tak apa, right? Version lain there's just small difference. So before you run, I need you to do this. I'm sorry, tadi pun I tak perasan because all this while it was working. You do npm uninstall mongodb, and then you do npm install mongodb alias 3, right? Which means I'm using mongodb version 3 because the code on version 4 it get hairwired. Version 4 is the latest one. So I need you to uninstall MongoDB, but at the same time you reinstall back. After you do this, then only you do learn new Mongo, verify, challenge 3. All right. Then you will see it proved that actually our code just now was correct. Right? Nothing. I had my headache for nothing.
Okay. Tapi yang tab shell lama tu nak buang ke macam mana?
Tak apa, yang shell lama tu masih lagi bergerak. Yang this one kan? This one still there. Don't change anything. It's only on this shell.
So that's shell baru lah.
Shell baru saja you buat. Shell lama it's just a database. Shell lama is a database. The one that changed is the Node.js thing. Try and say, I want to do one more question so that tomorrow you have an idea of what you need to do.
Cikgu.
Yes.
Inilah contoh macam maintenance yang kalau developer buat lah kan.
Betul lah, inilah. Buat lah, ada kedua benda kena ubah. Sikit-sikit kena ubah.
So
Ini
dia update dia punya apa tu? Software update tu, Mongo update, kita pun kena update lah.
Kena update. Tapi actually kalau you tengokkan yang ini actually tak ada beza. Actually there is no difference, right? There is no difference. Betul dah ni, right? Betul dah ni. The problem is that yang ini ada enter, yang ini tak enter. That's the problem. Sebab tu dia tak ni. Right? Sebab tu dia tak tally. But the answer is correct already. Tapi yang ni dia enter kan. Every time after the curly bracket dia enter. It enters. This one it does not enter. That's the reason it does not match. The answer does not match. But our answer is correct. Jawapan dah betul. Right? So, but in order for the code to work, it has to run on MongoDB 3.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. This one you do already? Client close, client.close, not db.close, client.close. I think the difference is this part. Client close. Kalau tak, you have to, because we try to see, especially the bottom, looks like the bottom part. Kalau tak, you have to give me your code. I cannot. Then it's easier. Give me the entire code. Copy paste the copy paste. What am I doing? This is me. Okay. Ini silap ni. The H bigger than should not be here. H bigger than should be H bigger. Ni silap ni tengok. You H should be something. You silap copy. H should be bigger than should be something. It should be something like this. Okay, tengok. You nampak you ada dua kali array you have. You have twice. You have twice two array. You have twice. Oh my god, I lost my answer already. Take this. Okay, next question. Nanti you tengok tak apa, kita bagi you buka mata sikit. Next questions, I want to do it because I want to show you how to do it next. Alright, I want to show you how to do next. So for example, alright, this is something that we have seen as well. Here we will learn how to select for document, but only fetch the fields we need, also known as projection in MongoDB. Use the parrots collection from the database named learntocode to find all documents where H is greater than the first argument passed to your script. The difference from the last lesson that will be that we only want the name and age properties. They don't want the ID properties. All right, so this one, you make it challenge4.js, right? You make it challenge4.js. So every time you do the challenge, what you're going to do is you take the challenge tree code, you copy, you paste. All right, and then the change normally will be, and then you adjust the answer. Normally it's where I'm highlighting. All right, other than that, normally it should be the same. Right, normally other than that. So that's what you're going to do. That's what I want. That's why I want to do one more challenge with you. Some more, I know this question also got bug. Right. So for the next question, and I think there is no bugs on the next questions. This is what you're going to do. Ambil code lama and then you paste it. Then you start typing it. Alright. Then you start to look for the answers. Okay. Kita baca dulu soalan betul. Here, all right, find all documents, all right. So here we will learn how to search for product, all right. So one, parrots collection, so collection, correct, parrots. Database learn new Mongo, correct, URL, correct, okay. Find all the documents where H is greater than the first argument passed to the script, which is this one, right? This one is correct already. The difference from the last lesson will be that we only want the name and age properties. Let me show you what it means by that. Because at the moment, we are returning everything. We give ID, Jenny, and age. All right. This is what we call projection. It means that they only want name and age. ID, they don't want. All right. So it's written here. All right. If that's the case, all right, after the condition, all right, this is what we call the condition. This is the condition. This curly bracket, the first curly bracket is called the condition. After the condition, you're going to add what they call a projection. You specify that name, I want it. Age, I want it. All right, but ID, I don't want it. So ID equals to 0. All right. So that's the answer based on what they tell you how to do it. All right. However, I know this question have bug. So you buat je hari macam tu dulu. Let me see the answer. Let me see how to do it. Projection. MongoDB. Okay, now I got it. The difference now, you have to add projection here. All right, it's not written in the thing, but based on all right, based on Stack Overflow, you have to add curly bracket projection, then only you put all these three. All right, so once you do that, all right, then you should get the answer. All right, although even they say the answer given is wrong, or the answer given is what we have just now, right? Because they are on MongoDB 2, we are on MongoDB 3, so this is the correct answer. But trust me, after this there is no problem. I already went through this with the previous batch, except for this question and the previous questions. After this, there will be no problem, and I think you can do it tomorrow without problems. And also the questions that I gave yesterday, and you will have besok banyak kerja, but at the same time also for next week lah, right? You just assume that either Friday or Thursday or Wednesday there is no class lah. You just assume that first. Okay, any questions?
Bila saya tak ada kelas minggu depan?
Apa?
Yang tak ada kelas minggu depan tu bila?
Nanti saya confirmkan. Kalau flight saya, kalau saya boleh, if I can change my flight on Tuesday, then there is no. Kalau saya boleh tukar flight hari Tuesday, jap. Kita tengok balik kalender Sebab sekarang flight saya 17. Okay, tapi flight ni flight pagi tau. Maknanya 17, flight malam, 11 malam. Sama ada saya tukar sini ataupun saya tukar Wednesday. Alright, so sekarang ni flight tu kat sini. So kemungkinan ini tak ada kelas. Takkanlah saya nak buat kelas dekat waiting list kan. Takkanlah saya nak buat kelas dekat ni kan. Sebab flight tu pukul 11.50 malam kan. Boleh je saya pakai airport kan. Tapi lagi pun Friday kan. But actually we just no class, alright. So yang ini mana tak ada kelas, alright. But I'm trying to change it to 15. Sekarang ni saya tengah nak tukar flight tu ke 15. Sebab I'm leaving the company kan, takut juga ini kita kalau saya keluar malam, tapi sama juga di Sabtu ini. But I'm trying to do it because saya fikir 16 ni public holiday kan. I don't need to worry that much if something goes wrong. Actually in our company kan, Sabtu tu pun ada benda juga because we are serving schools. The schools run on Saturday. So that's why yang public holiday diorang tak belajar pun. Macam-macam you all lah kan. You all public holiday you all tak belajar. But some of the classes they have it on Saturday. So I macam risau aja. Nak tinggalkan because of this thing. So either here I will confirm. Actually I need to confirm my colleague punya because he has not get the pass yet. Once he get the pass, then I can see lah. Maybe because my plan is to go here instead of here. So nanti I confirmkan balik. Besok I confirm. Right? I tengoklah bila budak dia dapat pass, I confirmkan balik. Kalau I tak confirmkan, confirm 17 tak ada kelas.
Sampai bila cikgu?
Sampai saya cuba sedaya upaya untuk buat kelas. Tapi saya beritahulah benda-benda semua saya tak ada 2 minggu Saya tak ada 2 minggu, but doesn't mean the class is not there. You have to be bersabar. But most probably most probably it will be class. Yang saya rasa macam tak sure ni yang ini. Yang ini semua akan ada kelas lah normally. Because my flight back is this one. Bukan sini, flight saya ni. Hari ni tak ada flight. Begitulah dugaan. Tapi yang ini tak ada masalah. Ini tak ada masalah. Dia punya masalah sekarang kalau tiba internet tak ada je. That's the problem. But I think there is no problem based on my previous experience. There should be no problem with internet.
Ya cikgu.
Okay? Alright. Bersabarlah 2 minggu. But take it as a break as well lah tengah-tengah. You can imagine, boleh cuti walaupun baru ni kan. But actually the 4th week already kan. Almost the 4th week already. Okay, apa-apa soalan lagi?
Cikgu lupa saya nak tanya. Lepas kita habis full stack tu dapat diploma ke dapat